Alright, so there was a race that happened at Kansas tonight for the Cup Series. I actually didn't watch most of the race because I was at work. But I did catch like the last 20, 30 laps on the radio, so I did listen and get an idea what was going on. So yeah, from what I heard, the racing was pretty okay. It was a lot better than the racing we've had the last few weeks combined. So yeah, we got that. It was a race did have a shitload of cautions. There were a lot of crashes and spins. And a lot of the drivers on the chase bubble line all took hits tonight. Mainly Matt DiBenedetto with Jimmy Johnson. So yeah, both of them had big blows in terms of their shot at the chase. And then of course there was also Ryan Preece's scary crash, where Ryan Preece almost went up and over. He almost went upside down. He ended up doing a half flip from hitting the wall. Like, that was a very hard hit there. But it's great to see Ryan Preece walk out of there uninjured, because that was a scary hit he took. It just shows how far safety has come in NASCAR after seeing drivers walk away from violent crashes like that. So yeah, great to see Preece is done. Was okay. You know, there are a lot of different leaders. Mainly the main cars that dominated all night were Hamlin, Keselowski, and Truex. And Harvick. But of course, things got interesting on a late race restart when Harvick would get the lead from Alex Bowman and William Byron. Late in the race, Harvick has the race in the bag. Harvick's one of the best at closing it out late. Harvick's car was irrelevant all night until the sun came down, and then Harvick's car came to life. Time for Harvick to drive it. Oh, come on. Harvick went full choker again. God damn it. Every fucking time with this shit. Yes, Harvick went full choker and choked the race to Denny Hamlin. Hamlin also almost choked this race too to Keselowski, but Hamlin was able to hold on and get the win. So now Hamlin's at 5 wins this season. Harvick, by the way, choked all the way to 4th place. At least Harvick keeps his top 5 streak alive, so hey, there's a positive for him. So yeah, that now gives Hamlin 42 wins, meaning Hamlin is 2 wins away from tying Bill Elliott. But yeah, let's talk about Harvick. Kevin Harvick. You mean to tell me you start on pole, your car was irrelevant all night until the fucking night, until it was nighttime, comes to life, you get the race lead on the final restart of race, only to lose the lead with 12 laps to go? Kevin Harvick! I would rather put all my trust and faith in Johnny Manziel than have you as my driver. I would rather receive a hand job from the homeless than have you as my driver. Kevin Harvick, get off the track, you damn bum. God damn it. Another race Harvick should have won that he chokes. Full choker. Gotta love it. So yeah, Hamlin's having a really good championship season. Now I wonder, how is Hamlin going to choke this championship season away in the chase? Because this is easily Hamlin's best shot now at a championship since 2010. And last year. But yeah, it'll be interesting. How does Hamlin choke the championship this time? Let's tune in and find out in the coming weeks. So yeah, and of course now we have 7 more races until the Cup chase. So yeah, the next race won't be next Sunday. It will be the week after. I think it's August 2nd or 3rd at New Hampshire. So we got the 1 mile magic mile. And then we got... So yeah, we got a few more weeks until the chase, because the chase starts on Labor Day weekend at Darlington this year. But yeah. And the chase bubble really gets interesting. Now for the chase points, we don't really have to talk too much about guys like Almirola, Kyle Busch, or Kurt Busch because they're well over 100 points above the cutoff line. They're pretty much in the chase. So we're not going to worry about them. But before we go on and take a look at the chase bubble here, let's talk about the big announcement NASCAR made for the rest of the season. So for the rest of the season, there will be no more practices and no more qualifying. So from here on out, all the starting lineups will be decided by a random draw. Except for the 2 doubleheader weekends at Michigan and Dover, where the second race of the doubleheader will be an inverted field with the top 20. That at least make things interesting for the second race there. But yeah. Honestly though, I think this is a bad idea for the Daytona Roval to not have any practice, considering the only drivers that really have any experience on the Roval are Kyle Busch, Kurt Busch, and I believe Jimmy Johnson too. This will not end poorly at all. Nope, not at all. Somehow I feel like this is going to make the Roval at Daytona one of the biggest shit shows in NASCAR. Because literally you're going to have drivers with 0 practice on it. And they're just going to be trying to fucking wing it. Like, let's not kid ourselves. Daytona Roval is going to be a shit show. At least it might be exciting for the fans. But, yeah. So, yeah, that's going to be for the rest of the season across all 3 series, including Trucks and Xfinity. And here's the most ass-backwards thing about this. So NASCAR's not allowing the Cup drivers to practice on the date ahead of the Daytona Roval, but they'll let the Xfinity drivers practice ahead of the Indianapolis Roval. What kind of backwards fucking pageantry is that? That's some fucking inconsistent bullshit. So yeah, even though we don't have another Cup race for like another week and a half or so, we do have a doubleheader at Trucks starting tomorrow, along with an Xfinity race Saturday. So we got a couple more races to talk about in the coming weekend. But yeah, before we end this video off, let's take a quick look at the chase bubble and see where everybody stacks up. We're only going to look at 13 down to see how close everybody is. So here's the chase bubble here. So we have Clint Bowyer, who's 42 points to the good. You got the Benedetto, 35 to the good. And then Byron holding that 16th and final chase spot with 10 plus points to the good. And then you got Reddick, Jones, and Jimmy Johnson on the outside looking in. And yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. Bubba Wallace is in the top 20. He still has a realistic shot at it. He just needs to either win or he needs a lot of help. But yeah. But of course, you know, Bowyer and DiBenedetto, they're really more safe than Byron. But keep in mind, though, one bad race from Bowyer or DiBenedetto, especially after DiBenedetto after tonight, one more bad race from both of them, and they both could be right on that line, and this race could get a lot more tighter. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting 7 more races to decide who will be in the chase for the 2020 Bill France Cup, and who will be heading straight to Elimination Station. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Peace.